Hey guys, it's Jess from All Done Dancing. It's been a while again. I don't remember what my last video was, but I will kind of make a playlist so they kind of flow together. I just kind of wanted to give an update after getting my scars lasered back on December 20th. So it's been 2.5 months, going on 3 months of post lasering. Right now I'm wearing zero makeup. I just wanted to kind of give an update of what things look like and then share that I'm going in for my second round of lasering in about 6 weeks. So, the scars I had lasered, now I can't even remember. This one, which is doing awesome, like it's basically the same color as the rest of my skin. This 1-2 section here was also lasered. Parts of it have faded better than others. I have this interesting really annoyed vein situation right here, so I don't know if that will be covered next month when I go back in. And then my main scar, which is this big one on my right side of my face. Oh, and I have this one done underneath my chin. No one can really see it, but we were in there and she just zapped it. I don't think I had this one done, and I did not have this one done. This one I previously had cortisone injected into it when I had a different reconstructive surgery, and this one's kind of just been totally faded, I think. But if I go back and I realize oh, that one was also one of the ones I had done, I will kind of update things. I also had 2 moles removed, one on my back, which I won't be able to kind of get a picture of because I'm using my computer right now versus if I use my phone. But on my chest, I had this, oops, the lighting changed. There was a mole right here that I had removed, and right now I am wearing silicone sheeting. It's called Cica Care. And then to keep that in place over the where the mole was removed, I just have Tegaderm over it. And you might be able to see that I have some my skin is kind of annoyed by being covered with this adhesive sheet that is clear. So every once in a while I'll leave it off for a couple days, but basically the longer you keep this silicone sheeting, the better it is to reduce the keloidal scar stuff. So I'm trying to keep it on as much as possible. But yeah, so I've noticed quite a bit of lightening, and I can't remember if we went down this. There's part of my scar right here, but it looks really faded in this light, and I am just sitting on my bed in front of the window, so I have good natural light for this situation. I don't remember, but there's sections that have really faded really well, and then other sections that are still pretty red and irritated. And I just want to mention I started having reconstructive surgery when I was 21. So it's been a while. I'm in my early to mid 30s right now. I guess 34 is mid 30s. So I've been doing reconstructive surgery for about 14 years, off and on. That wasn't consistent, but there were some years where I had a lot of procedures done, and then some years where I just didn't have the time available to take off or insurance. So there's been a lot of moving parts, but this lasering was something we talked about at the first time I ever went to meet with my plastic surgeon. So this wasn't I don't know. I'm not doing it for necessarily vanity purposes. I'm just doing it to kind of, I don't know, it was part of the plan, but I didn't have insurance for a long time. So now that I do have insurance that covers it, I'm doing it now, and yeah, in the long run, I think it's really great. And I do have a tan. It's just hard to see because outside is completely white and covered with snow because I live in Wisconsin and things are cold and freezing. So I did just go to Florida, and when I was in Florida, I wore SPF 50 the entire time. I had this stick sunscreen from Trader Joe's, and that made me break out, not necessarily in pimples, but in little bumps all over my face, and a few pimples, I guess. I'll be honest. There were some pimples on my chin from that, but nothing major. I also bought a hat, which you can kind of see. It's next to my big mirror back here. So I wore a sun hat, and I had my whole face covered because sun increases the redness factor in these scars that I have. I'll try to connect other videos kind of explaining why I have these scars. I think I have some. If not, I'll try to film one, and I'm not going to have any sort of statement saying like I'm going to film videos once a week, because that clearly has never happened. I know it's been months since I filmed the last time. Yeah, but I have scars kind of all over. Right now I have bangs, but since I just am waking up on a Sunday, my hair is really crazy right now, so I have bangs that kind of normally cover everything up. Not that I want it covered, but normally it is harder to see all of the scarring that I have. The one that is most obvious is this right cheek, and it's fine. I'm fine with it now. Maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, not so fine with things that were on my face. I've had a lot of reconstructive surgery. If you can see, it's kind of like a jagged scar situation. So I have what were called Z-plasties. And I want to say the last time I had anything done to my eye region, because it also slightly tugs at the corner of my left eye, which is kind of something I want to have worked on again. So maybe like next winter, as long as I still have my really good insurance, I'm going to have her fix my eye. And it's nothing anyone else can notice. It's something I notice. And my eye gets sort of like, I wear contacts, except right now I'm not wearing glasses or contacts because I'm close enough to the computer that I can see what I'm doing. So sometimes in the middle of the night, there's something weird that like happens to my eyelid, and I don't know what it is because I wake up and then I'm like in a lot of pain. It's like I've rubbed my eye, so I don't know if it gets itchy or watery when I'm sleeping, but something happens. And so I kind of want her to go back in and kind of fix things up. So what originally happened back in 2005 when she fixed the scar on this like left, we'll call it this left section, like eye, cheek stuff. The muscle that is under here that normally keeps your eyelid, so this is the eyelid on the right side. I love that eyelid situation. Excuse me. Whereas this eyelid has more of a like a U shape. This one has a V shape. This eyelid has also been worked on, so it's hard to say what my eye shape would be if I hadn't have had meningitis and it affected my skin so drastically. But backtracking again, because I can never just film a video in linear fashion. So in 2005, when I was just turning 21, I was 20, turning 21, she opened up my cheek here and realized that this muscle had completely like separated or something. I don't even know how to explain it because I wasn't there and I didn't see exactly what happened. But basically, she went in, tightened up the muscle by putting stitches inside the muscle and then stitching up this scar that is literally on my eye and goes over here to my cheekbones. So I kind of, I've talked to her a little bit and she thinks, you know, this muscle has loosened up again and just needs to be like fixed back in position. And again, it's nothing major, but I'm noticing like this eye is a little bit more watery. There is kind of a space in between my eyelid and my eye, so maybe that's like air maybe getting, I don't know. This is all just me guessing. Oh, that's the door handle, not something in my hair. So I'm just kind of guessing, but I'll talk to her when I go in next time. I don't know how far in advance people schedule reconstructive surgeries. Normally I call her up and I'm like, hey, I'm ready to have something done. But that would definitely be the next like surgery I want to have. But I also want, like, if I have her laser this area and then she opens it up, say next November, like, is it going to be worth it? Like, am I going to have to go through that again? Like the lasering process? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Sorry. I just could have gotten ready, but I didn't. But yeah, so that's just kind of an update. Maybe I'll try to film the process next time since I know what to expect. It was really quick. It took maybe 2 to 3 minutes to laser my whole face. And obviously it wasn't like every square centimeter, inch of my face. It was just like scar, 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 and scar. So if people are interested in that, leave me a comment below. If that's maybe too invasive or something to share on YouTube, totally understand. Just recently, so my blog, I started it on Tumblr, so I wasn't always doing videos, but I recently got videos because they changed their like policy on what could be shared, and I guess all of my content got flagged for being inappropriate, borderline sexual, which is funny because none of it was sexual. It was about tissue expanders that I've had in both of my arms, so I have all these scars. But I would tag it or mention that like the expander came in the same box as breast implants, and so that got flagged. Um, Also, kind of any open sores that I had pictures of, they thought that was kind of sexually inappropriate. So I had to go and like contest all of that, which was really quick. I just said, like, no, this isn't sexual. This is a wound, blah, blah, blah. So all of that is still available on Tumblr. So maybe I will also link my Tumblr blog. I think I miss kind of writing things out versus like filming. But yeah, I like filming. I just kind of, I don't know, it's been on the back burner and nothing's really been happening with my legs. I mean, the only thing that's happening with my legs, which I'm getting off topic, but whatever, I'll call this an update. So since going to Florida a month ago, I was there for a week. It was super humid. My legs were pretty much swollen the whole time. So as I was like sitting out on this deck, I would take off my prosthesis, and yeah, so things were just kind of uncomfortable. And the same thing is kind of happening right now back home in Wisconsin. I don't know, we've been getting like a record amount of snow within the last like 6 to 8 weeks. Like we've gotten like 45 or 50 inches of snow, and that's normally what we get over the course of like 4 months. So I don't know if the barometric pressure is really affecting me. I don't know if I ate too much on vacation, and so things are just not fitting exactly right. So yeah, I've kind of spent my whole morning. It's Sunday morning or now it's afternoon. It is 12:15 p.m. on Sunday, and I've just been laying in bed, just kind of relaxing. Like there's nothing majorly wrong. I've just had like, because I'm swelling now, I have a few pressure sores. So I'm just kind of like relaxing and just really enjoying my Sunday. But yeah, so I think going forward on April 11th or 12th, I don't remember, I think it's the 11th, is the next time I go in for lasering. Pretty excited. I think this is also a very small scar, so I'll see if she can just zap that. I think ultimately I want to get to a point where I don't feel like I should wear makeup at all. Like right now my skin's totally fine. I have pretty good skin overall. These are just some marks of like when I was reacting to that sunscreen, but I don't know. A lot of thoughts. And it's a lifelong thing, kind of going through various surgeries and procedures, and like your face is constantly changing. So that's kind of a deep thought. Kind of makes me want to tear up a little bit. But so, you know, trying to recognize yourself after you have surgery, like, or even just this procedure, is weird to me, and it's still weird to me. This is a weird kind of thing to admit, but like when I drive, I have my visor down with the mirror open, so I can just be like, this is my face, this is who you are. And it's just a weird thing I've been doing for probably like 10, maybe 15 years, because every time I have surgery, something would slightly change. Like this is my face, but everything's just slightly tweaked. And I don't look like I've had work done per se, but I definitely look different than I did at 20. And I'm sure a lot of people can say that, but I definitely look different in that, like, my face has been worked on, and I have had, various surgeries, and yeah. So this is my face. I like it. Just going forward, I just want my scars to more blend in. I don't care about the texture. I can deal with texture. I just want it all to be the same thing. So, and one more thing, when I was younger, like late teens, early 20s, I would tan in a tanning bed because that was the only time that my skin was all the same color, which is weird because I know a lot of people, like their scars still stay like this white color or they get more inflamed, but that was the only time that my skin was all the same color. I know this video is rambly, but thank you for watching, and I am planning on recording my next lasering procedure. It'll be a quick video, but I'll kind of show you like, here's the lasering procedure. Here's what I look like a couple hours later, because it is just kind of like a radiating heat type feeling. Like I just felt very, like these spots that got lasered were hot AF. And I just had to keep putting like ice packs kind of near, but not like, I didn't want it to touch my skin too much. And also I put ointment because it is like, she's burning my skin with a laser. So I had to put ointment on to kind of heal it up nicely. So anyways, this very long rambly video is over and I'm going to maybe move on with my day. So here we go. Thanks for watching, and I will be back soon-ish, maybe. I don't know. Okay, bye-bye.